One of the most damaging misconceptions, sometimes from within Muslim communities themselves, is that depression, anxiety, or other mental health struggles indicate a deficiency in faith, something that prayer alone should resolve. This is not the mainstream Islamic theological position, and understanding what the tradition actually says matters enormously. The Quran directly acknowledges psychological suffering. It describes hearts that constrict, chests that tighten with anxiety, and addresses despair as a real and named experience. Far from condemning these states, the Quran speaks to people in genuine distress. Do not despair of God's mercy. This is spoken directly to someone in real psychological pain, not as a dismissal, but as an intervention. The prophet himself experienced what scholars describe as deep grief and emotional anguish, particularly during what is known as the Year of Sorrow, after losing his wife Khadijah and his uncle in close succession. He wept openly at the deaths of people he loved. These are not failures of faith. They are described in the tradition as part of the genuine human experience, even for the most beloved of God's messengers. Tell me in the comments, has the idea that faith should eliminate mental health struggles ever affected you or someone you know? There is a well known hadith in which the prophet states that God has not sent down a disease without sending down its cure, a principle that Islamic scholars have widely interpreted to include psychological and medical treatment, not only spiritual remedies. Contemporary Islamic scholarship overwhelmingly supports therapy, counseling, and where appropriate medication as legitimate and encouraged means of addressing mental health struggles alongside, not instead of, spiritual practice. I cover Islam and mental health in full in a long video on this channel. Check the link in the description for a book on Islamic perspectives on mental health. Subscribe, Truth Every Day. I'm Noor. This is Islam with Noor. Thank you for listening.